Hi, congratulations on going under contract. We are now in the stage where we are going from contract to the closing table. I want to convey that this is no guarantee that we're going to make it to the closing table. This is just the beginning stages, really. So, but congratulations, because this is a great first step going under contract. So I'm going to kind of share the remaining steps, and they are by no means a detailed list. They're comprehensive, more of an outline format, so that you kind of know what to look forward to moving forward, okay? So number one, right now we are in the stage where we're going to be waiting for earnest money. If you're on the buying side, you need to drop off earnest money within 2 days of the signatures of the contract. So this is kind of the glue that solidifies the contract, even though it's what's called executory, meaning it's the signatures are in place. We are in a stage where the earnest money needs to be deposited within 2 days, or on a technicality, we're in breach of contract. So the earnest money is real important. It's kind of the glue for the contract, okay? The next step is inspections. So on the buy side, you're going to be ordering inspections. On the sale side, you're going to be waiting and finding out when those inspections are in place. On the sale side, just understand that your house is kind of like almost naked territory for the next 10 to 15 days, meaning the buyer has the ability to come in and out and kind of do as they please, within reason, of course, to make sure that they can satisfy the need to check on the details of the property. That could be anything from title work, that could be physical in nature. It could be a bunch of different things, but it's just basically an investigation process that, and it'll be specified in the contract. Typically it's around 10 days, but if there's an actual specific date line in the contract, it tells you. Sometimes you have a longer inspection period, like 15, 20 days. Typically it's around 10 to 12, okay? Also, the next step is on the buy side, you're going to be ordering an appraisal. And on the sale side, your agent needs to be asking the buyer if they've ordered the appraisal within about 5 days, 5 to 10 days, depending on if it's conventional or FHA. Okay. Now, this takes us to step 3, which is basically the appraisal conditional loan approval process. So unless it's a cash deal, the agent on the sales side needs to be requesting the lender or the buying agent, hey, are the buyers conditionally approved? Have they ordered the appraisal? Have they gotten their homework into their lender? I'm going to tell you something. 90 to 95% of the time, the conditional loan approval does not happen within the timeline on the document. As an agent, I've seen this a lot, so I don't get too worried about it as long as the steps are happening, meaning the buyer has ordered the appraisal and we're getting all of our homework documents in, and the lender is on top of it and informing me, whether I'm on the list side or the buy side, they're informing me as to the process. When I have holes in this process, meaning appraisal has not been ordered in time, or there's homework lacking, or a buyer's not getting documents to the lender in time, that's when I start red flagging it, not an emergency, but just start saying, okay, where is this? Where are we at? And it's my job to communicate with either buyer or seller what's happening within, if it's an emergency situation, I'm not going to freak you out, but I'm going to kind of inform you, and that's in our documents, that we inform you regarding the transaction. I'm going to make sure you know the steps and if I'm lacking something, okay? Step 4, we get past inspection and the appraisal, or the appraisal's been ordered, and we're kind of in this stage between day 15 and say day 30 to 45, depending on how long the closing is, okay? We're in that kind of final rung where the buyer is needing to get final underwriting, okay? And we are in the middle of title work, so we're looking for clear title work. We're looking at the mortgage inspection certificate, which is a map of the property, making sure there's nothing crazy, no big gas pipelines underneath the property that people don't know about. I have encountered that before. Things like that. So that is kind of, we're in that stage. we have gotten past the most urgent stage of the process. We've gotten past the highest risk stage of the process at this point. So I'm going to say start tucking your things away. If you're on the selling side, start moving your stuff, getting the moving boxes out, and start working on getting that house cleared out. Okay. Also, this is a great time to order your internet for your new house or turn off internet, because internet usually is a little more sluggish than the remaining utilities. Let's see. Okay. I'm also going to be kind of hounding the lender if I'm on the buy or list side about, hey, how are we looking? Are we close to a final loan approval? And where are we at the stage with the buyer, and making sure that that is moving forward smoothly. This is no guarantee, because I only am able to work with the information given me, okay? So I'm not going to have all the cards. I have a few of the cards. And so just keep in mind and be patient with me that I'll be informing you regarding the transaction as much as what is given me information-wise, okay? Now, the next step is the final stage, which is called clear to close. If it's a loan process, they have 2 days to review their financial documents on the buy side, okay? So you have, if you're the buy side, you have 2 days to review your financial documents, look at your settlement statement, make sure that things are in place where they need to be, home warranty ordered, everything from, hey, did I pay, if I have, like, say the roofer has a repair and that invoice is being added to the settlement statement, is it there? Things like that. And as an agent, I'm supposed to be looking for those items as well as you. So both of us together with our heads together, we just make sure that settlement statement's looking sharp and looking good, okay? And then we are basically clear to close. This is a time to make sure your utilities are shut down or turned on at the new house, whatever that is, okay, whether you're on the buying or selling side. Like I said, again, internet I would do earlier, because internet companies tend to lag a little bit. So, and then City of Tulsa, you need to watch too. Utilities, your basic City of Tulsa utilities, they can turn stuff off early. And we've run into that. So just be careful with that. This is not a perfect science. One more thing I want to mention is you may have delays at your closing table. So if you're on the sales side and you're like, I want to close at 2:00. Well, it may close the next day at 9 a.m. Okay. And the reason being is sometimes a lender has not gotten the funds to the table on time, or sometimes there's a delay with a repair. There's all kinds of things that happen around closing day. So just be prepared that it's not a perfect science for closing day. I want to make you aware of that. 90% of the time, it doesn't go as smoothly as we would have hoped. And we can do everything to prepare for that 2 p.m. closing, and it could get changed. So I just want to make you aware there's so many hands in this transaction, probably close to 100, and they all have to be doing their job. So if somebody is, say overloaded, for like, say the closing company is overloaded and something, gets shifted around, just be patient with us, because we're doing the best we can. Okay. All right. Well, those are some of the steps. Have a wonderful day. And remember, when thinking real estate, Simon says sold.